Hi Leo, and welcome to your March 2015 Taroscope reading with me. I trust that wherever you are listening to this from around the world, you have had a great beginning to 2015. Now I know you guys have had to wait a little bit longer than everyone else for your reading, and my apologies for that. It's just been one of those periods of time. Now we're going to use 4 cards for the month. The first one is relationships and romance, the second is finances, the third is health, and the fourth is career. And since you guys have had to wait that little bit longer, I'll give you an extra treat. I'm going to bring for you into the reading this beautiful fool's gold pyrite stone, which has really amazing properties of good luck, finances and prosperity, along with some others, and I'll copy a link for the meanings of pyrite at the bottom of the video so that you can read it. So anyhow, Leo, let's take a look and see what cards you are going to be receiving. The Queen of Cups. She matches the pyrite. The Four of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Okay, Leo, so we're going to be working from this way to this, and as I said, the first card is going to be relationships and romance. Well, you've picked a nice one for that, because the Queen of Cups we know is often about the heart chakra or love type feelings or romantic relationships. So even though the relationships is going to encompass every area, including your family or siblings or work colleagues or neighbours, we see that there might be some sort of emphasis placed on relationships that particularly connect with you at that heart level and possibly even romantic level. Now, just before we rush into that part, we'll just look here. We see you have no major arcana cards in the reading. You have 2 cups, a pentacle and a wand. So during the month of March, there may be more associated feelings or resonant vibrations around relationships and or that love type connection or feeling or heart feeling. So coming back to the Queen of Cups, she is a beautiful woman to have around in your life, and she may actually be a woman in your life. So if you are men and you're looking for romance, could be a good sign that someone along these lines may come into your life. She's caring and nurturing, she's thoughtful, quite sensual, and has emotional connection to things. So she feels that compassion and empathy as well. She could be someone that either supports you in your life as well like this, or she might even be yourself acting in this manner towards others. Whatever way she comes in, she's generally considered favourable and positive omen. So if you are seeking new romances, you may find someone, even men, who exude this type of emotional feeling or supportive energy. And often the cup signs associated with Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer, so you may meet someone along those lines as well. I would say generally overall it suggests a favourable period of time in March during your relationship activities with people. Now we'll move on here to the second card, which is finances. Oh look, you've done it again. You've got the finances cards in your finance sector. You're working quite well actually, you guys. So we see here this man, he's looking kind of down at the work he's done. So it feels as though he has, he's been working hard to gather and glean his wealth together in a pile of some sort. So there's a possible suggestion that you may have been working nice and hard and steady along the line, and that in March you will reap the benefits of this in one way or another, or that you're accumulating enough to perhaps go out and purchase something that you've been wanting to do for some time, whether it's a new television or a new iPhone or something along those lines. It's kind of about saying, if you've been putting the hard yards in with your saving criteria and paying your budgets, or sticking to your budgets and paying your bills, this is what happens in the end, that you slowly gather up your finances and they become more valuable because you've got more of them. It's also a good time to look at investment for yourself, because you've got perhaps choices there of places to think about putting your finances into. So you might come across something in the month that offers you viable investment one way or another, whether it's to purchase something or to invest your funds somewhere. So it's a positive. You've got two really good positive cards here for the specific areas they've been designated for. Nice firm messages. I would say it also suggests that right now your finances should be feeling okay. So it feels as though your finances should be quite strong and sturdy one way or another. Perhaps the only thing that I can pick up at this point is if you see him, he's sort of standing there and it looks as though he has been putting hard work in. I would think, you know, don't slack off necessarily, to keep that hard, steady work going, because that would appear to be a successful, viable option for you. Now if we move on to the next card, which is the health card, we see here the Four of Cups. I often think of, these are children in this particular photo here, and again we know the cups is associated a little bit with the heart chakra energy. So there could be something for you that leads you back into your past somehow. So you might have a reoccurrence of something that you've had before in some health perspective. You know, some of you might have an allergy crop up again, or asthma, or some sort of eczema or something that may have gone away and may come back again. Sometimes it pays to go back and trace your steps and figure out, is there a pattern that's forming that you could find ways of trying to solve why this might have come back again. It can also be to do with familial or DNA related, not illnesses, but things that crop up in us. So there might be a family line of things that you can also trace back. Other members in your family might have something that you could be supporting them with or be aware of. There's a lot of going back in the past, family type related feeling around this card when it pops up for the health. It also tells us to not hold on too much to the past either. So if there's any reason why you might be holding on to an emotion or a feeling or someone that's either moving out or has gone from the past, to let that go, because it creates stress and it causes anxiety and it reduces our own overall health. So that's the general message for that card. Now we come to this one, which is the career card, and it's beautiful. The Ace of Wands is often known as one of the quickest, because wands are often quick action cards, so it's known as the quickest activator in the aces, and it's usually quite positive and it comes with creativity. So if we're thinking of it around your career or your work, there are chances here that you might see good, positive, sudden change. So if any of you are applying for jobs, this is a time where you may get the opportunity of being considered, you may get the interview for a job, you may even be offered for a job. Or now is a good time to put your CV out or to start applying for new positions. Same with if you're studying at all, this could be a good time that you become creative and find answers to various parts or studies that you've got to, you know, hand in projects for, something along those lines. It is still in concept because it's not fully landed yet, so it's still coming via the thought dynamics, and it's still coming through the ethers of the universe, if you like. But it is a really good, positive, powerful card to have in your careers and sectors area. In fact, your reading, even though you have had to wait till last, has been one of the really nice ones out of the bunch. So good on you, Leo, you've had a nice reading. I think that's probably all we need to cover off right now, because there aren't any major arcana cards in, and I think March should go for you. Just kind of flow quite nicely, actually. It feels fairly upbeat and bubbly. So let's take a look at the second part of the reading. We're going to do the Goddess cards, and you can select an item or something on your mind that you wish to have some sort of resolution or clarity with. and we'll see what comes up and what answer and direction they might be able to help you take. So let's just see what turns up for you, Leo. Aphrodite, inner goddess. Ooh, sounding quite the month for you, I think. Let's see, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care and appreciating your divinity. So whatever question you ask, it feels like the more, a little bit like that Ace of Wands at the end of the reading, the more you instigate your inner passion and fire, the more likely you are to go ahead with whatever it is that you're considering and seeking out an answer for. It's like if you really activate some sort of inner power, you're going to be able to make the moves forward. You're going to ignite that desire to get it done or to have something resolved. She quite often gives off a strong sexual side to her as well, so there's the message there about don't be afraid of your femininity. If you are in a position where you feel as though you either need to hide it or you need to be more masculine, we all have positives in us, and we all have power within us too that can be utilized and harnessed for positive good and cause. So I think, Leo, your Aphrodite energy for the month of March could take you a long way and hopefully help you resolve whatever that was, that question that you had on your mind. Well guys, you've had a really, really lovely reading. So I trust that the month of March for you guys is really powerfully exciting with lots of great energies. You've certainly got some opportunities there for you. And thank you all for listening and following me and liking and passing along to friends. I really appreciate it. I love all your comments that are left on my videos, and I try to answer them when I can get time. So have a wonderful March, you guys. I wish you the very best, and I'll see you again for April's readings. Kia kaha and much aroha.